This episode was suggested by British Lad Productions, White Abario Star, and Cynthia Seymour. Thank you. Another day, another Derby profile. Today's episode is on Chunk of Gold. Let's go! First up, the stats. 4 starts, 1 victory, but 3 second-place finishes, and earnings of just under $350,000. For major races, after he broke his maiden in a sprint race at Turfway Park, he has been second in 3 consecutive stakes. First the Leonidas, which carried no points. Then he was second in the Risen Star, nearly 10 lengths behind Magnitude, and got 25 points. And then was second in the Louisiana Derby behind Tistastic, and got another 50 points. For running style, he is a come-from-behind horse, but he can do it in a few ways. He went as far back as second to last in the Leonidas Stakes, but he can be more mid-pack and even a stalker at certain points in other races. In the Risen Star, he was mid-pack and overcame heavy traffic trouble to still finish second, which is a very underrated performance, which was easily overlooked by the destructive run done by Magnitude. Then in the Louisiana Derby, he was only about 3 or 4 lengths away from a very hot pace, and he was the only horse who really stayed. He navigated through the pack and then had to fight on and get passed by Tistastic. But every other horse that was in front of him got completely tired. For strengths, he can overcome traffic trouble. His run on the Risen Star Stakes, while he did get his best possible placing with a second place finish, he wasn't beating Magnitude. He could have done it way more commandingly if it weren't for all the traffic that he dealt with right before the far turn, but he was able to overcome it and still finish well. He runs well on both fast and slow paces. The slow paces of Turfway Park weren't enough to stop him, and the fast paces of the Louisiana Derby he was able to accommodate. He's a consistent horse, never worse than second in his career. He's semi-versatile, able to take himself further back or closer to the leaders depending on what is necessary, and he was the only horse near the pace to finish well in the Louisiana Derby. Every other horse that was ahead of him, including well-liked horses like John Hancock, completely flattened in the stretch. Meanwhile, he was still running strong, but just couldn't hold off Tistastic, which does show a display of class. For weaknesses, however, he actually doesn't have a whole lot. The big thing, though, is he good enough? In the Louisiana Derby, he ran well, but was simply outrun by a more talented horse in Tistastic. Is he simply just outclassed by more talented racehorses? He may have a lot of great things to like, but is his pure talent level just not good enough for this race? Will that be the end of this $2,500 bargain? We'll have to find out. I'd say that overall, Chunk of Gold is a versatile, well-rounded horse with no glaring weaknesses. It's just going to be a matter of if he can improve enough to match the talent of the best 3-year-olds in America. If he can do that, then this would be a great story. If not, well, he's got plenty of other races that he will definitely win in the future if he stays healthy. For that, I will give him a B- grade. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Derby Profile, and I'll see you guys next time.